going to the ground. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
They got to do it to the tight end.
It wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And he will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
This thing got 3 plays, dog.
This is taken around the 12.
It's your whole ass down.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now, it's Connor.
I can't stop
that one a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yeah, it is.
Mike 20, 6-6, pull it high. He's checking. Get it.
On the run is Connor. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to throw. Valentine. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Straight up, dog. Run. One pass. Run. And then he takes so long to pick a fucking play, dog. This nigga runs the clock.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
That should have been a fumble.
Here we go. 18, Gator. Hey. Pilot, 64, weak. Don't say nothing.
From the gun, Valentine. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
X3, 218, something.
I don't know how the fuck that man got open like that.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attack the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
stretch plays and motherfucking I just got to send the runs and do some zone blitzing against this nigga.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On second down, this is Madison. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On second and 9, Cousins airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught inside the 20. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Dog, what you tell him?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Cousins to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And the Ravens have opened it up a bit, leading by a couple of scores. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
This nigga Cuban 1-0.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, Connor. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, dog. This is what I got to deal with. Now, what's the
and now
fourth
the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just
I gotta look it up, dog. Yeah, look it up real quick. I ain't going for that shit. And if he go for it and it's a 4th down rule, I'm gonna watch me quit the game. What's the fourth down? 4th and 4 or 4th and 3?
First, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Steelers send out their punter now. As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
And I hate the blitz. Fuck. I got a blitz against this nigga to stop the run.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Block 78.
Kill.
On first down, it's Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. It's the right side here, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch. But you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah,
oh my God!
Fumbled near midfield, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
He a rookie though. I can't help. I can't knock it.
60 out more. Now. Mike, 55.
Following the fumble recovery, Valentine. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hey!
Second and long. Complete to Bryant. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
You just see that shit, dog, what he just did with James Conner.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Niggas, that catch.
Set, 15, Ronnie, 15 on. Watch out. Get it.
Fournette, a first down carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now it's Conner. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They run with Connor. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start second half.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You better be afraid of me. Check. Check nickel. Break your Omaha. Hey, no, easy. 15, Mike, 15. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Watch General West.
Gonna run with Madison again. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. To throw is Cousins. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
But this nigga motherfucking man can catch the shit.
It's just me and you.
Stretch play.
throwing on first down. Valentine. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Here comes the stretch play. Off the middle.
Hey, Charlie. 58.
On first down, Valentine. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Well, he just flipped on that play.
58 for Mike, 58. Hey, box drop. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Valentine. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, check. 5.
Operating from the gun, Valentine. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins.
Man, did you just see what happened?
Wow.
Did you just see what happened?
But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like
it's
almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. To throw, Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here comes the stretch.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Valentine. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Steelers first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor, and he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Again, a run with Connor. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Go now. 70, Indy. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Go.
Right there, 54, right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Valentine. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their 1st, but at least it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Cousins now. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Throwing is Cousins. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And now it's 2nd down.
Jahan, what I need?
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Steelers, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
This nigga threw me threw a motherfucking, oh my god, man. I might be done with Madden, dog. Straight up, this nigga throws an interception.
This magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't waiting weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Yeah, I've been magic with the game. We ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror.
I'm like, how the fuck James Conner, this nigga just breaking arm tackles and TJ Watt, this nigga jumping over, hurdling motherfuckers for sacks and shit. I'm like, man, come on.
I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart, he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days.
Let me invite this whole ass nigga in here. And this motherfucker, this motherfucker 9-1 with the Ravens.
We gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling.
Shit weak, dog. I'm sure invite this nigga in. I'm finna watch this. The fuck is this nigga name? Come on, you bitch ass nigga. Okay, West. I thought it was WEST. Let me see if, who the fuck is that my friend with this nigga? Let me invite this whole ass nigga in here. These niggas be giving motherfuckers forced losses and shit like. I done play like 3 commissioners. The motherfuckers say, oh, set up a time to play. I hit these niggas up. And then the last nigga I just played, that was a commission. I'm like, yeah, all right, let's play in 15 minutes. Nigga, I go to the game. Nigga, they didn't sim the motherfucker. This nigga gonna say, oh, I ain't know it was Sam.
Home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff. And we're underway on EA Sports.
I'm finna tell him. I'm like, I see you got a mic coming to party. Yo, you got a mic going come in that party. Yo, you got a mic going jump in the party. This nigga bullshit.
Jersey to white.
No, I'm blue, dog.
Do you want to keep running or you want to restart?
Oh, you put on purple?
I put on black.
Let me see what it look like.
Alright.
That ain't bad.
Alright.
Come on.
They'll throw on first down to Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, Jackson, and he's got Snead. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Well, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans, but then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Man, don't nobody want to go to
On 2nd and 9. Jackson, they'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Oh, yeah, hurricane.
His size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
In years.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. He got a man. It's caught.
That's fucking, Antonio Brown.
Nah, Hollywood
Marquise
Brown.
With touchdown number 12
Marquise
on the
Brown.
year.
From Oklahoma.
These guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Nah, we zeroed out Antonio.
On the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The AEC
fielded at the 2.
Shit.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Who cheated?
And all them niggas be cheating. All them motherfucking commissioners.
Shit.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now that'll be caught by Kump. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now we see a man who got a workout in last year's Super Bowl, Johnny Hecker, on to punt for the Rams, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Now it's Bird on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Morvan Joseph, he gonna sign with y'all or Tennessee?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Here we go. 58, boy, 58, 58, 56. Slip. Check.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Watch right. You got right. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Kill. Check.
From the gun on third down, Jackson.
Wow.
Snead's got it.
Come on, Taylor.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner.
Give me some. Safety cream.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he'll get this down only to the 18. On the stop was Aaron Donald. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 31, Goff. And that is incomplete.
Here, come on,
a lot
man.
of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 48's the mic. Check.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, my 7.
Out of the gun. Goff. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
We go tonight. Right 20.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. He gets it to Gurley. Complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on 1st down. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that is incomplete.
It's amazing how these niggas is dropping these passes,
we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Nigga, fuck you.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Oh, they played Tennessee.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
And it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
James Harden over there,
but it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, an 80-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
Here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Guess so.
Check 50.
On second down, it's Lindsey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On third down, Jackson. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Oh, Rams team.
That's my first incompletion.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half.
When they gonna start letting Russell
good with a PAT,
and
they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Come on, man. He ain't even in the offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Yeah, and that's why he's shooting like 20%
This
from
is
the
taken
field.
at the 3.
That's why he's shooting 20% from the field.
So we are at halftime here on
They
a
can't
Monday
play
night,
at the same time.
as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
James down in the fourth quarter.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
No.
This fielded at the 2.
Russ is a notorious choke
And not a
artist.
bad return.
And
Here
James
he gets it
Harden,
out to the 25-yard line.
Who worries him or James Harden? Oh, see, come on. You a Texan. You a Houston fan. That's why you say that.
The LA offense ready to go
Harden
for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big
Martin at least
deficit, though. We'll
attempts to
see what
get
adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike 48, Mike 48.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
They're going to beat the leg.
Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback, and when he delivers the ball.
And the Warriors beat that.
AD gonna get hurt though.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Talking about rings and Robert Horry's to go.
Okay, stop. Stop.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a third down.
No. That nigga that Jordan, that shoes come out every month, that nigga to go.
Jackson looking to throw on third. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
Jordan?
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Come on, dude. Who number's better than Jordan?
And some room to roam now. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
First of all, y'all finna be mad.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Than the Black Mamba.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
LeBron is not
completely dominates the game of basketball in every aspect.
First of all,
1st and 10, it's Lindsey.
First of all, we're talking about
give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Exactly. That's my point.
Kobe.
That's my point, dog.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up.
That's my point.
The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third
Kobe
down.
played when white guys
things
started
about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route,
listen,
trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out.
But them white guys were good.
They're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the
they're Hall of
route.
Fame.
They went for the
Steve
guy
Nash,
on the fly,
nigga.
but as you
Steve
said,
Nash.
incomplete. To throw is Jackson, being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Well, everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs. But he's still going to scramble when he feels he has Green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. On first down, Lindsey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Stop it.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's 6'10". He's 6'10". He's 6'10", 280.
Another run by Lindsey. And he's going to get
6'10", 280, and a soft NBA. You can't even fucking breathe on a motherfucker without getting
first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Exactly. That's how weak the NBA is. Oh, stop it, dog. Stop it. Stop it, dog. Stop it, dog.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Oh, man. LeBron, if you got 4 losses, if you got 4 losses in the finals, nigga, you can't be the GOAT. I'm sorry.
To throw again on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off.
He's the center of Mount Rushmore.
Oh, LeBron saved the NBA now.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs.
There's a lot more that hate that nigga, too.
And get the first.
Yeah.
That is an absolute
backbreaker.
This finna
end it right here. Whose shoes you just went to buy, motherfucker? LeBron's a Jordan.
Field, and
okay, then.
Pick up the first with
you're telling me LeBron's shoes look retro?
Hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing.
Fuck no.
Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way.
Did this nigga just say his shoes go retro?
He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop here in the fourth.
He's already had shoes retro.
But they ain't gonna be bigger than Jordan retros.
I didn't say they'd be bigger, but they'll retro.
An incomplete pass on
retro.
first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Iverson's retro. Iverson's retro. Kemp's retro. Air Max retro.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Nigga, whose shoes you just went and bought the other day?
Was probably right around
whose shoes you just went and bought the other day? Okay, then. Did you tell your lady, say, hey, did you tell your lady, say, hey, go give me the LeBron 10?
Because no matter what you do to make an adjustment
did you tell her that?
Defense, they've had an answer for it.
Oh, okay. Was that she know then who to go? She know who to go there.
Play action. Now Jackson. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
This nigga drops the interception.
End zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
He start.
The carry here for the tight end.
He starts at the 3.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I would.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Hold up. Are you I just know you.
Jackson eluding the pressure, and he will score.
Oh my God!
Baltimore.
Oh my God!
Taking it in from 2 yards out. As the Ravens
nigga, look how weak the fucking East has been for the past 15 years.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Really?
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense? Someone who will dance with him and go where he goes.
He ain't go up against Shaq. He ain't go up against Shaq.
He's taking away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
He played the Heat
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now.
Yeah, they would also
got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Yeah.
Now gone. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Yeah, they weren't very talented. They were physical, but they weren't very talented.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
They would put Rodman on KD.
They would
No,
be
he
bad
would,
too.
dog.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
Oh my God. This nigga
And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB. Right? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. 72 yards on the punt return as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
And if you're really going there, nigga, KD is going to be better than LeBron.
That's possible.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it off for his running back. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
With Hall of Famers.
Midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. It'll be a 3-yard
only Hall of Famer that he really had was fucking Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman. And Rodman wasn't no scorer.
From the 50, it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Steve Kerr. Nigga, he averaged 5 points a game. Stop it. He averaged 5 points a game. Are you serious? He averaged 5 points a game.
Coming off the field, they're going for this. Goff now looks to throw.
Throw the ball.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Regardless, nigga. He averaged 5 points a game, and he also played with Tim Duncan.
So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man.
And the fucking Rays. Bitch, I hope they don't ever win shit else again.
Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
That's why them bitches
The
move.
Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
That's why the bitches moving on your pussy ass.
Second and 9.
Fuck. Nigga, I don't give a damn.
Another carry now for Gurley.
I don't give a damn.
Like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Yeah, but you know what? Hey, I got to actually watch. I actually got to watch them win the Super Bowl, motherfucker. What about you? What about you? What happened when y'all? What happened when y'all went to the Super Bowl? What happened when y'all went to the Super Bowl?
Here's Bird to return.
What happened when y'all went to the Super Bowl? Oh no, we'd have beat the fuck out of y'all. We'd have beat y'all. We'd have beat y'all. We would have beat y'all. We'd have beat y'all. Oh, I know, because y'all got fucked over in that snowball. When the anniversary again in April? I mean, when is it again?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you know I am.
They feel like they're moving the ball and things are working.
Yeah, you know I got it.
They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,
I didn't say he wasn't nice. I just said he ain't the GOAT. Dog, with four fucking finals losses, you cannot beat the GOAT, dog. Because really, if that's the case, if you go on that way, Kareem the GOAT. Kareem's the GOAT. Kareem's the GOAT. No, Kareem's the GOAT, period. 6 finals, 6 final MVPs, 6 MVPs.
That's why Kobe's not even in the conversation. He didn't even win finals MVP. Shaq carried him to 2.
No, stop it. Shaq didn't carry nobody. He wrote... Dog, Shaq didn't carry that. Shaq did not carry that, man. No. Because
Shaq's the most dominant player ever.
He did not carry that, man. Especially when Kobe was averaging like 25 in the finals, dog. How can he carry that, man? It's different if he was averaging 15 or 10 a game. He's averaging 25 in the finals, dog. How is he carrying them?
Shaq was MVP.
How is he carrying him if he's averaging... No, seriously. How is he carrying him if he's averaging 25 a game? Oh, my God. But still... Who was the man in the fourth quarter? Shaq or Kobe? Stop it. Stop it. No. Kobe was the man in the fourth quarter of the finals games. What you talking about? The alley-oop? You talking about the alley-oop? You talking about the alley-oop? Who threw him the pass? Who threw him the pass? Who threw the man the pass? Who threw him the pass? Who threw him? Who threw him the pass? Listen, he ain't bring up the ball and go dunk it. Who threw the man the pass? Seriously, he ain't bring up the ball. Oh my God! Come on, dog. Who threw the man the pass, dog? It gotta be, dog. It gotta be one. I guess, dog.
I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold.
He didn't, dog. I'm sorry. Now when you average a 28 points a game in the finals, 25, 28 points in the game in the finals.
I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
That's what you say. Numbers tell different.
Honey, y'all dash. Yeah. They can't catch up because they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager.
Yeah, because Dwayne Wade carried him. Because Dwayne Wade carried him. He was on Dwayne Wade coattails. How so? How so? How so? How so? How so? Yeah, how is he? Oh my! And that's carrying. Oh, but if I say that Kobe was averaging 25, what's the difference? 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 What's the difference though? You just said if Pau Gasol averaged 20 and Kobe was probably averaging 30. But you just said that Powell would carry Kobe by averaging 20 points a game, right? That's what you just said. That's what you just said. But then when I said Kobe averaged 25, so what's the difference? That's what you just said. You just said that. Yeah, you just said that. Yeah. What you say then? You said a championship. Okay. And then you said Pau Gasol carried Kobe by averaging 20 points a game. That's what you just said. No, that's what you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look up the numbers, dog. Look up the numbers, dog. Okay, like Dwayne Wade did.
Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else.
For what? For what?
For my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my
Pau Gasol. But you act like listen. You listen. You act like, but he did though. You act like Pau Gasol was averaging 30 a game. No, he wasn't. Chooks, D Wade didn't carry Shaq in the finals. He was 33. He was 33.
Yeah, I just ran to check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself.
Oh my God.
I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for people in my health. Lost a lot, but I
yeah, he did say that.
Thank the Lord
Kobe carries Shaq, man. I'm sorry.
I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself.
Nigga, he just said that to squash the beef.
I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my
He ain't want no beef, nigga.
right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my
I'm just telling you like it is, dog.
Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
Whatever.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's.
Nigga, Shaq can't either.
Fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of car.
Big numbers,
I ain't trying to hear that shit.
100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers,
I'm done playing Madden, dog.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man.
Like who?
Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Like I say, I'm done with Madden.
So, dog, these motherfuckers dropping too many passes, dog. Niggas, like the other game I was playing, the ball hit the tight end in the back He ain't even try to turn around and catch it. Like, come on. Come on, Chooks, if you trying to play. Come on if you trying to play.
With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think.
I was about to jump on GTA shit.
off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride.
This nigga still over there talking about the Hurricanes.
All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling
Yeah, so
like
one of them
tell my son I love him for him, I'ma make it happen.
I watched some shit on the other day that some teams was playing this shit, or about 2 weeks ago.
Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
I'm still drafting the team. I had to draft. I didn't finish drafting the last team. It started me off in the middle.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. He just watching over here on diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he give me patience. Ay, swear that don't make sense. Ay, when you making bands can make fans. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. On it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
and I also said that I had a friend that had
going big, going bigger. First mates, how I deliver. My game too cold.
Oh, no, I gotta redraft though. No, cause I'm fucking up and shit. Yeah, I gotta redraft. Actually, fucking come on, let's play. I ain't tripping.
Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Nigga, I'd rather not make the playoffs than go to the playoffs and go home in the first round. Nigga, who you think? What you say you'd rather make the playoffs? No, you ain't gonna be happy about losing in the playoffs in the first round. Yeah, not if we don't win the Super Bowl. Nigga, how about this? Which one hurt more? When y'all lost to the Patriots in the playoffs, or when y'all don't make the playoffs? Which one hurt more? The way we playing this season. You send it, don't say you want. I see Chris and I see Didi. Say what? Nigga, that's called Super Bowl hangover. Nigga, you know when y'all went to the Super Bowl in 2002, y'all been on a hangover for about fucking 20 years. You know about them Super Bowl hangovers, don't you? Oh, okay. That's all it is. Nigga, I'm handling it. Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You would do like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. From my heart and soul in, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spit.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Shane from the wilderness, and that bitch from like Lafayette some goddamn way.
Ready? Black, what is that? Check, 154, 154. You're not ready.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now a first down carry here for McCoy.
Nigga, why
and
you
he'll
think?
Take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Think I don't want to see that white
Some of the most
boy.
unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks.
No, I don't want to see that
people
shit.
to
I'm
make
sorry.
tackles. When he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and it's 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. And he's able to find Diggs. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now McCoy. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
As soon as you said it, I'm like, hold up.
The air game is taking them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone.
He was cool and damn cool.
Interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out?
And he'll take this one in for Texans touchdown.
That's like him in
touchdown
that movie with Samuel Jackson.
And the Texans take it all the way down the
field
and score.
The hangman's bodyguard or whatever it is.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run out and send this one
where
away.
You got to protect Samuel Jackson and Salma Hayek, and it's
this will be taken in
bodyguard.
at the 1.
Yeah,
and not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I know, but I can't believe that. No, I can't get into the motherfuckers being all gadgety and. That's some too shit like too fast, too furious.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And
yeah, no, that was dope.
With about 6 up past
my favorite part is when they go to the
31.
club. That nigga Tyler.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here.
You got a pin? That's my
possess
favorite
the ball
part.
for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 31, Wilson. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I'm sorry, Ryan Reynolds.
4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That nigga like still.
This is Miller. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And they're a big TFL tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage.
I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
I can't see no white motherfucker.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Landry. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
I just found it too. So good job. Meet a new kind of action hero. 6 untraceable agents totally off the grid. They buried them. Okay, I'm gonna start this shit right now. Let me see what the first scene's like. Let me see what the first scene is like, dog. Let me see what the first scene. I know he gonna be coming here with his little corny jokes and shit, and yeah.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Sliding out of the pocket. Wilson's got it complete. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Miller with first down and more. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
I might have to add that to my playbook. That shit is live.
On the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Get to the killing, bro. Nigga.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
If he'd have died in this first thing, then I could walk.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On second down, here's Miller. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning. So maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
And then they got 1, 2. Wow.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
How many more minutes these niggas got?
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A very good return there. Give them an even 20 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Oh, I'm finna watch this, though. This motherfucking Adam Sandler. I'm watching this Adam Sandler movie. I'm gonna watch the Adam Sandler movie.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Let me get that.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Winston. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And when this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Oh, no.
Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's Wilson to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
I picked them motherfuckers to win the final.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
James Harden has some show.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you cross town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach in our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
I'm talking to Hall. I said, nigga, LeBron's supposed to be the best player ever, and that nigga always crying about health.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score.
Nigga.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Nigga. How you think they got Kevin Love?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half.
Nigga, did you just say Ron Harper?
Give them an advantage to move the ball downfield.
Did you just say Ron Harper? Ron Harper. Oh my gosh. Man, that nigga had to. No. Yeah, he started, but no.
From the 24, Wilson. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. That one good for 26 and a first down. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On second and a couple. Wilson. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to.
And the pressure gets to him again. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Winston, they'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D Ford, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Winston. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on first down. It's McCoy. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Again, it's McCoy. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Winston now. He finds Beckham complete, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. First down. McCoy takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Miller. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey.
And that one, Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Lofa Tatupu up from his linebacker spot to make the play. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Wilson wants to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Allen Robinson, 60 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Champ Bailey. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Lamar Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Beckham the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Winston to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many miracles burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell, it's a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hawk with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Wings of the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, company. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice.
Hold on, dog. You playing again, Choose?
Determination, laser focus.
Alright, send it when you're ready. Alright, hold on.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad big pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number same, no name, though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, like I'm keeping score.
Left.
Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist.
Did you trying to play some GTA?
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big
This
number.
nigga gone too?
Big numbers, whole team counted, that's
Yeah, you trying to play some GTA?
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist
Come on.
man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man.